So, I'm finally back to being able to record more for Mass Effect 3. Unfortunately, I had to change some things around with the mods. Turns out the Joker Romance one does not play nice with the Expanded Galaxy, and that's what was causing the private terminal to not work. Which means that sadly I won't be using EGM for the rest of the series, since the whole point was the Hat-Boy project. But that said, you might notice some texture changes. I have installed a lot and a love, as well as the Anderson expanded conversation one. But those are going to be the only extra mods in this game. But on that note, time to jump back in and make our way to the Turian home system. Trainer. At least wait until we're loaded in before you start talking to me. It's kind of weird if you don't. Also, I don't actually hear your voice lines if you do that. Yay, I can read. Spec Ops. Stephen Hackett. Shepard. Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents. Fucking snake bites, goddammit. For a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a server's lab on planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Reinstatement. Commander Shepard, this letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. First Quarian fleets. The latest intelligence show that the Reapers are taking system after system in a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases, their homeworlds. This kind of force exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic guests centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination. And there were also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages and rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Welcome back, Gift. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, it shows something from the official System Alliance catalog. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. It's not a thing. It's Timu Steve Cortez. I am not stepping on that rail. Thank you very much. I'm not going to get stuck.
Commander.
Hi. That's it? Can I close the windows again? They took that feature out in the third one? Oh, what happened to the camera there? Shame. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Ugh. Yes. Okay, not gonna make the mistake of stepping on that rail again. Again, apparently it doesn't matter which side I'm fucking on for it. Ooh, shiny. Franklin! Hi. Beep. I get that they uninstalled Edie from all of the levels, like the console interface to talk to her. But they could have done something to plug up that hole. I feel like that's a safety issue. So is that cord, actually. Also, that means that anybody out here in this section could technically hear what's going on, because it's literally just on the other side of that fucking wall. That's a very shiny new map. Ugh. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy self-drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. I can already do this? Wait. Oh. I thought we would just... Oh, okay, this is what I thought was happening. Enter orbit? Am I landing? Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. What's this? And bacon. 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 Okay, Apian Crest. Turin home system. And where we'll find Palaven. And here we have Minai. Minai? Is that how you say it? Distance classified. Oh, radius classified. Day length classified. Atmosphere classified. Temperature classified. Gravity classified. That's a lot of classifieds. Loading. Yes. The difficult choice of which 2 squad mates I should take out of my 2 squad mates. And you. Reader? Cal Reader? The only other Quarian I've been interested in romancing? He looks so cute. He's got little ears. Aw, I miss Legion. That looks ominous. I feel like it's a bad look when the enemy is between you and your homeworld. Because now you're firing on your own freaking planet. Oh. Hello. Cuttlefish wants a hug. That's, well, yeah. Hey. Their leggies look weird. Oh, look at all the little giants. And to the moon. It's funny that you can, well, I guess. Well, I don't know. Distance is weird, trying to figure out. Hi.
Oh no. No. Palaven. We have an old friend there.
Holy hell.
No, you don't say.
Strongest military in the galaxy, and the Reapers are obliterating it. Was it like this on Earth?
They are.
Yes. Shepard.
A little sacked.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Commander, the LC's getting swarmed.
Cortez!
Open that hatch.
Oh, I shoot things then. Okay.
Alright, get in, get out. Let's move!
Yeah. Oh. Is the... I should probably... Okay, come on. Give me that. Excuse you. I was about to shoot.
NANI?
Are you? You fucker! What the fuck? Let me climb that shit. You.
How big are ones on Earth? A whole lot of them.
Got it.
Hey, you need to teach your guy. Yep, yeah, that. Teach those guys over there to check their fucking fire before they get their own damn asses shot off. Credits. Grub Ground report. Knowledge of the terrain is our only advantage here, and that's not going to last forever if they keep throwing their forces at us. We'll hold this area as long as we can. I'm linking my transponder to the life signal monitoring system of the unit suits. If it goes out, send another unit here ASAP. Okay, let's meet our boy. Alright.
Domestic, get your men up on that north barricade.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Bartis, find a way to get that comm tower operational.
Yum.
Sir.
It looks so weird when they salute. Why do they salute in a human way?
Commander Shepard.
That part I
heard
never
you were
got.
coming, but I didn't believe it. General Corinthus.
I've come to
Hi.
get Primarch Fedorian.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Primarch Fedorian is dead.
Oh.
His shuttle was shot down an hour ago as it tried to leave the moon.
That's gonna complicate things.
I shouldn't have flirted. My bad. I was a little busy.
How bad is it, General?
We just lost about 400 men in half an hour. We set up camp
Ouch.
on this moon as an advanced position to flank the enemy.
Oh, hey, it's
A
the same
sound strategy.
thing
Just
that's in my
Irrelevant.
battery
exactly.
for some reason.
The sheer force of the Reapers seems to make them immune to that sort of tactic. The Primarch and his men found that out the hard way.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
That's a big loss for everyone. Reaper bastards. So what happens now?
The Turian hierarchy
moving
provides
straight
very
along.
clear lines of succession.
Turns have always been straightforward.
General Corinthus?
With such heavy casualties,
Yes.
it's hard for me to be certain who the next Primarch is. Palaven Command will know. However, at the moment, contacting them is impossible.
Oh,
The
you're very
comm tower
shiny.
is
I just
out.
realized that.
Husks are swarming that area. We can't get close enough to repair it.
Well, I'm not leaving this moon until I know where the Primarch is.
Why is a
your
team
tower.
of 3 people?
Thank you,
Or-
Commander. I'll take care of things on this end.
Why
All right, let's go.
are the 3 of us better equipped to clear the comms tower and get it fixed?
I see the comm tower.
That-
to the left of the
the-
main barricade in front of Palaven.
Let's go.
Liara, stop flying. The James. What's up here? Ah. They sent us winter gear. Not sure what they thought we'd do with that kind of gear here, but I suppose we could thank the spirits nonetheless. The power sources can be cannibalized and converted to power our combat gears, filtering units instead, at least. It'll be nice not to have those clogged up anymore. You say that like I know what that's for. Alright, let me out. And I swear, if one more of you fuckers start shooting at me... Oh, hey! You can see the atmosphere. Also, you can see the sphere is a bit edgy. It's going through and seeing my face. Hi.
Husks at the tower overwhelmed us. Good luck.
As long as you don't shoot me, like the other guy did. Yes, I'm gonna stay salty about that. What the was that? I missed every one of you. No! Get away. I hate husks because they're so aggravating to fight against. They move so fucking weird.
We can't repair it from this panel.
I always have Liara go. I'm tempted to have James go, just because I feel like his version of fixing it is just like pistol whip the shit out of it.
Liara, see if you can repair it.
I'll go up and have a look. If you can keep husks from climbing up behind me, I'd appreciate it.
Well, I was thinking about not doing it, but since you asked so nicely.
Ready, James?
Hell yeah. Let's take them.
What are you doing? Okay. Hey. Go away. Go away.
Shepard, I've repaired the tower's main satellite connection.
I was not reloading. First, I was having issues against Dr. Ava, and now I have issues against
General,
reloading.
you read?
Ah,
The comm tower is now operational.
Much appreciated, Commander. Contact Palaven
What the?
Command.
Let me know when you've got something. I'll help you men.
Where?
Understood.
Shepard out.
I probably should have gotten a shotgun for this part. I swear, if a single one of you hits me on an accident. Then again, that guy earlier was not shooting me on accident. Ooh, headshot. He absolutely... Go away. What the papa? Yes, that's what I fucking hate. Dead.
Kill it with fire!
We are? I'm pretty sure that rock is very sorry for whatever it did.
Go
No.
ahead.
What?
I have information from Palaven Command. Please return ASAP.
On our way.
I've never noticed you down there. Damn. You're just... there. You could zap us at any point in time. Oh, I thought somebody was shooting it. Disrupting communication between the planet and its moon would be, like, the first thing I would think would be
As your
done.
partner said, succession is usually simple.
My
but
partner?
right now, the hierarchy's in chaos.
Sir.
So many dead or
I'm
MIA.
not like that.
I need someone, I don't care who, as long as they can get us the Turian resources we need.
I'm on
Hi, Garrus.
Garrus,
Yes.
Vicarian, sir. I didn't see you arrive.
Saluted by a general.
good to see you again.
Hmm.
I thought you'd be on Palaven.
If we lose this moon, we lose Palaven. I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm advising.
And being saluted by generals.
James, this is Garrus Vicarian. He helped me stop the Collectors. He's a hell of a soldier.
He
Lieutenant, good to see you too, Liara.
Good to see you
not
in
making
one
a
piece, Garrus.
joke.
General Corinthus filled me in.
My
We
two
know
favorite
who we're
love interests
after.
in this game.
Palaven Command
Specifically
tells me that
three.
the next Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
Victus. His name's crossed my desk.
Know him, Garrus?
Oh,
I was fighting alongside him this morning.
I remember
Lifelong
about Victus though.
military,
I
gets
forgot
results,
his
popular
little
with his
backstory.
troops. Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
What do you mean playing
What do
loose?
you mean?
On Tatris, during the uprisings, his squad discovered a Solarian spy ring about the same time the Turian separatists did.
You mentioned that
Rather than
event like it's
neutralize the
something I
ring,
should
he fell
know.
back. He even gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Like I know
Then
there was
the
some
rebels
kind of
attacked
like
the Solarians, and when
civil
both groups
war?
had worn each other down,
Right,
Victus
between
moved back in, didn't lose
the
a
Primarchy
man.
and
Bold
the
strategy.
colonies.
But wild behavior doesn't get
Is
you
it- wasn't that
advanced
the
up
case?
meritocracy.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
I'm talking over there, sorry. Yeah, wasn't there... Is that what that's referencing? But why do I have it in my head that that's an event that happened long ago? Like before humanity joined the galactic community. Like this is something pretty old. Why? Because they never go into this, but they mention it here like it's something I should know. I've never actually fully looked into that, so I don't know what we're talking about during the uprising. What uprising? And what do the Solarians have to do with this? Ah, well, actually, it's the Solarians. Their special forces stick their nose into everything. Right, Victus. Let's... yeah, we need him.
Unconventional thinking might be the only way to save Palaven. And Earth.
I mean...
He'll do whatever it takes. Reminds me of an old human specter I knew.
old.
Okay.
Excuse you?
Get out of here.
Commander!
I'm like 2.
Shepard, come in!
Oh, Hey.
This weight, Joker? We're in the middle of a war zone.
We've got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
I need the Normandy standing by. We may have to bug out.
Bug.
Should I go back and take a look?
No.
Do it.
Run.
Never mind.
Garrus, you said you were with Victus this morning?
Yeah.
The way she
we got
runs off.
separated. He went to bolster a flank that was breaking. Could be anywhere out there.
We're trying to raise him,
Also,
Commander.
why are you calling me old?
Incoming
I'm like
harvester.
2 years older than you. But Shepard is. How did you know that's called a harvester? Because that's the first time you
General,
see this
tell Primarch
thing.
Victus will rendezvous here. In the meantime, let's
Deb-
go take care of whatever that thing dropped off. Coming, Garrus?
Are you kidding? I'm right behind you.
Not making that joke.
James, that's you breathing so hard?
No, it's just my asthma, sorry.
It's a little thinner than I'm used to is all. Adrenaline's
What?
better than oxygen any day.
Oh, shit, I forgot. We're dealing with marauders here. Shit. Come back here.
Just me?
Come.
Reapers look like
Just you. Actually,
Turians.
let me throw you
right,
in the
me
middle
too.
of this.
Nope, 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 nope. Yep.
Oh, I have used this thing before. I...
I've no memory of this place.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop barrel rolling too. Hi. No. Good job. Whee! Why are you down there?
I think we're done here.
Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Oh! Wait, the husks were coming from down here. Or you got perfectly intact fighters. Oh, you got some up here too, never mind. Oh, floor. You let me get really close to this edge. Ooh, what's this? Oh, money. It's money. All right,
Shepard, come in.
I'm on my way.
Still trying to raise the Primarch, but we've got trouble back here at the main barricade.
Prentice, I'm right
If the
here.
Reapers breach it, we're done.
I'm
my
literally
way.
right here. I'm literally right beside you now. Where is... At one point you see a... That's why I keep looking up. You see, a Cerber... No. Turian, jeez. You see a Turian cruiser, but it's flying backwards at the Reaper, and it gets blown up. Oh. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I just auto-claim. Yes, big gun. Oh. Oh. Sorry, overload. Okay.
Picking them off. Maybe I can do 3 at a time.
Yep. That's gonna suck if this party's too long. And next.
Heads up! Here comes another wave!
Yeah, like fish in a barrel.
What?
All humans say, like fish in a barrel.
I feel like that's a concept they should get. Because that one is just, like, for sure, waves related, or whatever. Yes, yes, yes. Now what? Oh. Nope. There we go.
Holy hell! What is that thing?
Now somebody mentioned we don't see Reaper Krogan, but isn't that what this is? Like a hybrid between Krogan and Turian? Which I feel like hybridization of these is something that the Krogan would be highly offended by. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh wait, how did I miss you? What the fuck is going on here? I am not moving. What the I have console in this? Hang on. Isn't that something I have to... Don't I have to, like, set that up to be able to access that? Why? Why can I just get into that? Alright, that one don't count. That one was just a fucking console command, apparently. Prompt popping up. Okay, you're armored, but you know what? Fuck it. Don't care. Okay, can you fuck off? Okay, that's it. Fuck off! It was charging me? No. Fuck off.
Shepard, Corinthus here.
What's the word? Still
can't get a stable
Why?
link.
And is it, what is the key for it? How the fuck did I keep opening that?
Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus.
I looked high just now. Okay, hang on. Testing that. What the why? Oh. What in the how did I have this active? Oh, you're leading me. That's why you're over there. I thought you were
Should be pretty
bugging
quick
out.
unless we find trouble.
Don't jinx things. I'm still looking for that Turian cruiser that is flying backwards. Nope, you're turning around.
Damn it.
That's good to know.
Look at Palaven.
What?
That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
Look around.
I mean,
That should give you some idea.
You're putting up a good fight.
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out of you? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers. Been ready.
Maybe. Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this.
again, I didn't have too much proof that my visions were real. Datapad. Oh, I thought you were... Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the cruiser that is flying backwards and shooting behind itself. I'm not sure why you would install your guns in that direction, but okay. Brute.
The Brute is a hulking amalgamation of Turian and Krogan victims of the Reapers.
Because tissue from dextroprotein species like the Turians is incompatible with levoprotein species like the Krogan, implants regulate the brute's
so why
body
did somebody
chemistry
say
to
that
combat
we never
organ
see
rejection.
reaper-fried
It
Krogans?
is
We
the
technically
fusion
do.
of Turian military skill
Like,
and
not-
Krogan blood rage that makes the brute such a formidable enemy, capable of destroying armored vehicles to get to the soldiers inside. Troops are advised to keep their distance and, whenever possible, not engage a brute alone.
I didn't keep my distance. I guess they were talking like just Krogan within their own. Like the Turians have the Marauders, and humans have husks. Yeah, hi. Jesus, go away. All right.
Shit, I hate those things. And New York is crawling with the creepy bastards? I never should have left Earth.
It's gonna be bad all over.
Leaving the fight just pisses me off.
But you're here asking Victus to do the same thing. Leave the fight to make nice in some boardroom.
This summit is the only chance we've got. None of us is beating the Reapers alone.
Rock, thank you. Yep, see, you're flying backwards. Hi.
Soldier, you okay?
Yes, sir. We'll make it.
Have you
Sir?
seen General Victus?
Half hour ago. Headed south.
Okay, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Luck is a bit... like, I don't think luck is going to make that much of a difference here. Yeah. Yep, Entschuldigung.
A little closer than I'd like.
Yeah, I think.
Say,
Boing. Oh, hey! It's the... doesn't frame rates a second fire. Oh, you've made a reappearance. You know you're crooked, right? You might want to get your inner ear checked out.
think this summit will work? I mean, sorry? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
Not that easy.
The
little.
Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not
Yep.
much left of them.
Mm-hmm.
The Krogan have never
Also
forgiven us
Batarians,
for the
really.
Genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it.
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
So they won't be
For-
joining us.
Valid reasons on both
I fought
ends.
with a Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
Rex? The lack of adequately preserved archives present a significant obstacle to research into the ancient Krogan history. Nevertheless, recent archaeological discoveries have shed new light on the topic, revealing a society once rich with culture, architectural, and artistic accomplishments. Oops, too far. Newly discovered ruins reveal that the Krogan had particularly advanced understandings of structural and geotechnical engineering as compared to other cultures at similar stages of development. Old Krogan architecture demonstrates seismic loading techniques that would have both resisted earthquakes and diffused the small-scale vibrations from vehicles in their sprawling cities. Curiously, however, Tuchanka has little natural tectonic activity. Yeah. Instead, researchers believe that ancient Krogan were concerned with safe cohabitation with one of the planet's apex predators, Kalras, the mother of all thresher moths. My queen. Prior to the Genophage, Krogan population growth was limited by predation, disease, and war. Even so, the birth rate exploded once the Krogan achieved industrialization, leading to war over resources and living space. Other species on Tuchanka suffered greatly as the Krogan expanded. When the Krogans ran out of land, they settled into an arms race that ended in nuclear devastation. Tuchanka's relatively short golden age was at an end. This ancient history may yet aid the modern Krogan. Some of the techniques and technology discovered in the ruins could be used to improve standard colonization equipment, signaling economic renewal for the Krogan at last. After the Ragnar War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space, while the council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed. When the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lusai, Krogan overlords Krekdak, stormed off the Citadel, daring the Council to take their worlds back. But the Council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari Huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force, the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The Spectres opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotage any manner refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Headquarters stations shattered into orbit, clogging debris, rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for the first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, the Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war weariness, Krogan tactics stiffened Turian resolve. The arrival of Turian task forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender or disappeared into the frontier system to become pirates. When Tartarus fell, the Turians knew little about the Reapers except that they wanted to engage Turians. Staying calm, the Turians massed in force around Palaven, their homeworld. Fleet Admiral Kuranati? I'm not even gonna try that first name. Fleet Admiral in what became known as the 15-minute plan stationed only 2 carriers, Undaunted and Resolute, near the system's relay. When the Reaper fleet emerged, the carriers launched swarms of unmanned fighters and spy drones. These were quickly destroyed, but the drones transmitted vital data of the Reaper's effective range, fleet composition, and exact location. The Turians' other ships then deployed to defend the system in earnest. Knowing that the Reaper weapons had a longer effective range than any of its own, Kuranati made a short, daring FTL jump, landing his dreadnoughts in the middle of the Reaper fleet. The dreadnoughts then turned to line up their main guns on the Reapers, which also needed to turn the fire on the Turians. This ploy used the Reaper's size against them. Because they could turn faster, the Turian dreadnoughts locked target first, and their concentrated firepower downed several Reaper capital ships. The Reapers countered instantly. Their destroyers performed a jump out of their own to skies above Palaven, beginning orbital strikes on Turian cities. The Turians, forced to defend the planet, found themselves in a pitched battle far from the relay, from which emerged a seemingly endless line of Reaper ships. After massive casualties, Kuranati ordered retreat. The Turians insisted that Palaven is not lost, that the battle has merely moved to the ground. Reaper troop transports have dumped hordes of husks to capture Palaven's inhabitants, but met with little success. Reaper capital ships are destroying city after city, but much of the Turian fleet is still operable, and the citizenry is heavily armed. The Turians refuse to be intimidated. No.
The genophage bioweapon was created to end the Krogan rebellions. The Turians fought the Krogan to a standstill, but the sheer weight of Krogan numbers indicated they could not be stopped through conventional means. The Turians collaborated with the Solarians to engineer a genetic counter to the Krogan's rapid breeding. The genophage virus replicated by eating key genetic sequences, altering every cell of Krogan physiology, so the Krogan could not use gene therapy to fix the affected tissues. Once a genophage strain could replicate no more, it would starve and die, limiting mutation and contamination. In addition, the created genetic flaw is hereditary. The resulting mutation made only 1 in 1,000 Krogan pregnancies carry to term, reducing offspring viability rather than fertility. Krogan warlords fought battles over the females able to carry children to term. The release of the genophage is still controversial and bitterly debated in many circles.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I get it. You had to stop them somehow, but that's a massive step towards genocide.
The Reaper called Harbinger is believed to be the oldest and largest in the Reaper Armada. From the reaches of dark space, Harbinger managed to control the Collectors, a race of human-sized insectoid bipeds, as it sent them on a campaign to kill and gather humans from vulnerable colonies. The Collectors became a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands. Surviving colonists have described the tone of Harbinger's threats heard through the Collectors as they attacked as visceral and terrifying. Alliance intelligence has tentatively identified Harbinger as one of the Reapers leading the attack on Earth.
How did you identify him, though? Like, what specific, like, have they said anything that warrants being able to identify them as Harbinger?
Admiral Garrus Vakarian is a noted Turian sharpshooter and combat engineer. He was born on Palaven and became a Citadel security officer like his father, but left the Force when superiors shut down his investigation into the rogue Spectre Saren Arterius. Vakarian eventually discovered that Saren had been indoctrinated by the Reaper known as Sovereign.
It was a
eventually
combined
found
effort.
his way to the criminal haven of Omega and assumed the name Archangel. There, he and a small group of operatives worked to disrupt the settlement's powerful mercenary groups until Shepard recruited him. The Turian narrowly survived the Second Normandy's attack on the Collectors. More recently, Vakarian has become the head of a Turian task force focused on preparing for the Reaper invasion.
Narrowly survived. Well, okay, it was a suicide mission. Oh, his little feetsies are moving. That's a weird detail. Don't you walk away from me when I'm talking to you. Oh, wait. You're turning around. Don't do that. Ooh.
That sounds bad.
Okay, double time. No Reapers taking this Primarch from me.
Right behind you.
Double time. Stay at the same pace. Okay. Now double timing. I got stuck. How about? Hey, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, go away. Yeet. What? Did you talk? Ah. Back.
Move into the compound.
That's not... Let's say we did. No. We're not gonna do that. That might have been a bad plan. I am... The fuck? Anyway. Okay. Jesus, how many are there? Okay, go. Over there. Where did I throw that? I mean, yes, but also,
Nope.
I hit that wall. Right up to bed. What did I just do? I'm not gonna question that.
Oh hell
He. Husband. Kill it. Okay. Bitch.
Nope.
I missed. You fucker. Can we not? Can we? Just not. Will you die? Are you finally all dead? What the? Excuse you, I had this available to me this whole fucking time? Oh, that would have been helpful earlier. Oopsie. No.
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander. I know who you are.
And why is
I
that?
can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian,
The
where did
cuisine.
you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the
Also
right.
Garrus.
I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Why do you know about hell? That's a
General,
human
you're needed
religious
off the
concept.
planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men.
Such a
or
weird
my
way to
Vicarian
open that.
brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fedorian was killed.
Yeah, why didn't we open it with this part?
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
Now what? That is a cool shot, though.
I'm Primarch of Palaven.
Funny how that goes, isn't it?
The Turian hierarchy.
Yes.
Who else have I seen that has those clan markings?
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat.
Does the Turian Counselor have that same
What
design?
makes you think you're not qualified?
I'm not really a by-the-book kind of guy.
Yeah,
I piss
well,
people off. My family's
mean-
been military since the Unification War.
Yeah, okay,
War
but
is my life.
I
It's
guess
in my
that's not
bones.
the same as that uprising then.
But that kind of passion is deceptive.
But I also
Make
don't
you
think we've ever
seem
really got an
reckless
explanation
when
of
you're
what the
anything but.
Unification War is. Maybe? Probably? It might have been in the Codex entry that I just have not read. I never took as much of a deep dive into the lore of Mass Effect as I did with Dragon Age, so I guess because it's more reality future than high fantasy. You're all I got. Yep, no.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
But that was
Honestly, uniting
quick.
these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. You see this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth.
How do you know
I
that?
need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
How do you know that Earth was dealing with twice the attack force?
Give me a moment to say goodbye
All
to
you've
my
seen
men.
Without him down here, there's a good
was
chance we lose.
Vancouver
Without him up
And
there,
you
there's
were
a
on
good chance we
lockdown.
lose everything.
up until you escaped
Okay,
Earth.
that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it?
Um,
Failed CSEC officer, vigilante,
Cuddle it?
and I'm their expert advisor? Think you can win this thing, Shepard?
Yeah, but
I don't know, Garrus.
No.
I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I mean,
I'm damn sure nobody else can do
the
it.
only other option is
For
just
whatever
dying,
it's
so
worth, I'm
if
with
we're gonna die, might as well
Welcome aboard.
bite on the way down.
Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them. Not while my world is burning.
Fair.
But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven,
That's a pretty tall order.
we need the Krogan.
I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
That's a lot of chains of helping. Like, why can't we just go straight to the Krogan to help us get Earth? Why did we need to go to the Turians first? Like, I feel like we could have skipped one of those steps and gone straight to Rex.
Sorry, have been down this road before, Commander Shepard. But
That was then, this is now.
I tried to smooth things over with the Solarian Dalatras. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that
Mostly because you refuse to even try.
Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
No, that's just you refusing to come to an understanding with other people. Yeah, you're just refusing to come to an understanding. You're refusing to even hear the Krogan. You've written them off as being nothing but brainless brutes that are only interested in fighting and killing. And you're not interested in learning anything else about them and not interested in changing that point of view. Which is hilarious because you're one of the longest lived races out there. The only other race that comes even close, and I think that might surpass you actually, are the Krogan. So if anything, you guys have a good bit in common. But you refuse to deal with any other Krogan other than the few like that are mercenaries and things like that. But dealing with any Krogan that's actually like politically involved, then suddenly you can't deal with them. When you need their guns, when you need their blood rage and their regen abilities, then yeah, you got no problems dealing with them. But the second they want to talk politics, the second they want to figure out something, the second they want to talk about the genophage, a virus that's literally actively killing them. And yes, you can say that it wasn't meant to like destroy the race. Yes, but they conveniently forgot about Krogan aggression. Because yes, that is still a thing. Like, not pretending otherwise. But you couple that with the fact that you made them desperate and pushed them into a corner, and that triggered even more infighting, then your prediction of 1 in 1,000 viability is not sustainable for the race. You just looked at the numbers up until that point and refused to include potential fallouts from releasing this genophage, which the genophage alone is already screwed up morally, biologically. Like, everything about the genophage is screwed up. And yes, you were desperate, but guess what? Now they're desperate, and you're refusing to even acknowledge that this is something that needs to be fixed, that this is a mistake that needs to be addressed, because you're more comfortable as writing them off as bloodthirsty brutes that are only interested in fighting because that's all you want to see them as. And you're reinforcing that same belief within the Solarians, who are the shortest lived species out here. If anything, the Asari should be going out of their way to help the Solarians not get so lost in ancient history as it is to them. To the Solarians, this was generations and generations. This is literally ancient history to them because they live a maximum of 40-ish years. But there are Krogan alive right now in this setting that were there when the genophage was released. As Rex pointed out, it's been 1,400 years. To them, that's not long ago. To the Asari, that's not long ago. Context, Asari matriarchs, final stage of the Asari life cycle, are averaging probably about 1,000 by the time they die of old age, basically. So you have Asari out there whose parents could have been involved in this. Samara's mother might have been involved in this, because Samara is being used as an example because she's the only matriarch that we actively know as Shepard. But anyway, the Asari should work with the Solarians to not let them bury the genophage and not let them write it off as something that's ancient history to everyone just because it is to them. The Asari and the Solarians were the first races that basically built the galactic community. The Turians were the third ones to join, and the Solarians uplifted the Krogan, but they didn't uplift them to join that collective community, they uplifted them to use as weapons. And they refused to even acknowledge that part. They just like, it was a mistake, that they weren't ready yet. But they're refusing to acknowledge that it was a mistake that they made. They're basically framing it as the Krogan are the mistake, not the Solarians uplifting them. Like, the framing of that does matter. And now we have the Sari counselor refusing to... She's refusing to even... I mean, you could say she's refusing to do her job. Because at the end of the day, her job is to be a diplomatic voice between Asari and the other races. But she's refusing to acknowledge the Krogan as anything other than a rabid animal. She might be wording it in flowery ways. She might be framing the narrative in wanting to, or standing with the Solarians in this case. But at the end of the day, Solarians view Krogans as rabid animals, and the Asari are reinforcing that point of view. You know, back in the first game, I didn't care much for the Turian counselor, because he was frustrating to deal with. He was the main person that was antagonistic towards anything Shepard was trying to do, or any kind of attempt at pointing out that Saren was dirty. And the Asari counselor was a bit of a voice of reason in this situation. But by this game, specifically during this game, not going into potentially like the new council if you don't save the original in the first game, just speaking strictly on a survived council. In this game, the Turian counselor shows himself to be willing to look at the greater picture, basically. Meanwhile, the Asari counselor, it has done a 180. She's basically just become very, very... obnoxious is one word for it. But she's become very prejudiced. And maybe she always was, and she just hid it better. But in this game, it is so blatantly obvious that she has a massive prejudice against the Krogan. And again, I'm not saying that the Krogan aren't problematic, that they haven't caused a lot of problems. They have. But the genophage was wrong. And the Asari are refusing to even acknowledge that. And the Solarians are taking their cues from the Asari on that regard. Because as long as the Asari counselor is not openly speaking out in defense of what we're trying to accomplish this summit alone, as long as she's not acknowledging that there were mistakes made with the genophage and the whole Rachni War as a whole, the Solarians will feel justified in their actions, both past and current. And she should have enough self-awareness to realize that her stance on this has that big of an impact on the Solarians. And she is... you can't even claim that she's refusing to take sides. She is taking a side by not doing anything. Middle ground is still a side. And she's not even middle ground, because she is actively supporting the Solarians in this situation. But by not taking a side, you are still taking a side. But she still tries to pretend that she is a neutral party in this when she's clearly not. Yeah, I don't care for her. Oh, hi.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend...
I don't mind having more Turians aboard. No, it's not that. It doesn't have anything to do with the base.
It sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right.
Okay, make me joke on my drink, why don't you?
Blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
And when you put it that way...
The sooner we have
You
this
basically said
summit,
the same thing,
the sooner
Shepard.
We'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
You want me to answer that question honestly or diplomatically? Yeah.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined.
I
The
mean,
battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you.
You
You
know
never
that?
asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
That part always felt a little bit like... Excuse me. The only Turian that has place in my heart. is Garrus. But keep talking, please.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
That is such a vague tactic.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
That's what they do.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements.
Neither can Palaven.
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
Again, Earth isn't the only planet that's at risk of being lost. Why do you keep talking like... The Turians are literally going through the exact same thing that you escaped from.
Thank you, Primarch.
Shepard.
My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Oh, shut the thoughts and prayers crap. I want Rex. Can I have Rex? No. Bip-a-dum.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
That's a lovely thing to hear.
What do you mean offline?
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
That last line was not very urgent. But yeah. So now I can no longer interact with this ladder because that, like I said before, was part of EGM. I think I have to...
Comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3.
Yeah.
If you can get to Edie, I'll check the AI core.
Oh. You meant get to Edie digitally, while I go physically. Okay. That's right. The AI core is straight through Medbay, which seems like not the best layout. Hi. Oh. Nope.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow
We-
your lead.
There was a fire?
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire or something.
Something. That's very... Do we not have cams in there? I feel like that's an oversight.
I'm going in.
Cover me! Also, this is a contained environment. Like, having that sort of extinguishing with the smoke is like... doesn't seem like the best idea. Like, I get it. Dramatics. With the fog and everything. Hi! Oh... And without AGM, I gotta deal with her in full sexualized form. Also, how did the body get repaired?
Yes.
Because that shit was
Dr. Eva's
burned
body.
to a crisp.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
Yeah, but
Transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct.
the
When we
real
brought this
movements.
unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
I don't agree with that narrative choice of having Edie in that body. That was unnecessary for a lot of reasons. I know it's not just about the whole sexualized body. Edie being the ship had a big impact into. I feel like putting her in a mobile unit to be able to join you on missions, I feel like it cheapens what she represents as a character. Because she represents Normandy. She represents the ship. And that ship is a very... like, obviously a very vital part of the plot and everything else, but it's also a very important piece to any fan of the series. For me, Normandy is home. It was the safe place to go to during these games. It was the place where you got to know your crew and build relationships. It is the central hub of the games, and that meant a lot. And when they introduced Edie, it turned the Normandy into more than just a safe haven and a home. It turned it into its own existence, basically. Actualized it into a whole different, like onto a whole different level. That made the Normandy and Edie, that made them an even more important part, especially because the original Normandy is gone. So by giving us a new Normandy and having Edie be a part of it right off the bat, like it changed in a way what the ship represented, obviously, but it also gave you another way of connecting with it, I guess is the best way I can think of to say it. And by separating Edie like this, obviously not fully, like she just said, but by separating her out like this and making her part of the ground team, it takes away from what she means to the importance that she has. Because Edie is as much part of that sense of home now as the Normandy as itself, because she is a part of Normandy. She is who you return to after a firefight, after a mission, after a disaster. You return home to Normandy and to Edie. But now she's being taken out of that safety. She's no longer part of that safety net by having her join the ground crew. It cheapened her as a character to me. Add in the over-sexualized body of Dr. Eva, and that, honestly, that even cheapens it even more. Yeah, that whole subplot here with giving Edie this body, and then that new connection she gets with Joker because of that physical body is... I didn't like it. Not just because, like, you know, obviously wanting to be able to romance Joker, but just from a standpoint of, like, he had massive respect for Edie by the end of 2. And that was a respect that was hard won. And then that connection, that respect, just got translated into him hypersexualizing her mobile unit. So again, it cheapens the experience with Edie. They should have kept her as just being the physical embodiment of the Normandy. That had more meaning than anything else with her. And I get it, you wanted like an android companion kind of thing to have her, since you can't have Legion back in this game. But we didn't have an AI companion in the first game. We didn't need one in the third game. And to that event, I'd barely ever take Edie with me on missions, because I don't need to. She's not... Tali is a better tech expert to have on your team than Edie is, because Tali has drones, the shotgun, all that good stuff, which obviously in this one, that one, you can equip Edie with a shotgun as well, but not the point. Point is, the skills that Tali has are better and more useful in ground teams than Edie's skills, because Edie's is honestly not, like, that decoy thing is not, that would be the only benefit to having her on the ground with you, is her little decoy skill, and it's not worth it. It's really not, especially not considering how much it ruins the impact and importance that she has as a character. Anyway, back to the story.
Lady, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
It's not about helping, it's about being aware that this was happening.
You're in there. Are you still in the ship?
The fact that you did this without clearance with the commanding officers. A good look on you, Edie.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You won't be.
You could come with us?
You're not going to.
This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
We're not doing that.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can, then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
It won't be used in combat situations.
Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy, to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew's a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point.
It was shooting at me.
Bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Never gonna like that choice.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right. Hello again, Shepard.
Oh. Also, that weird lens flare going through you. Like, it's happening behind you, but at the same time, it's happening in front of you.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints.
And we're
decoding them
putting all our hope behind it.
As we can find.
It's that high tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
You know, back in ME1, I would have just left it off. But in this one, I feel like that could go literal for you instead of just being a hyperbole.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
What am I looking at?
Exciting. The old broker's ship. Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
What am I looking at?
Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
I always wanted... Shepard, please. You're being weird. I always wondered about that. How much of the ship on Hagalaz was needed for the servers and stuff? For the equipment? And how much of that ship was just to have it be able to survive that environment? And also, what kind of a shuttle were you on? Because I feel like you would have had to take some pretty decent amount of that specialized equipment. I don't know if that'll fit in a shuttle. Anyway.
What kind of distraction?
Shepard,
sending the broker ship
please,
exploding into a Cerberus cruiser.
Look at the person you're talking to.
I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Liara is the one that's socially awkward. Why am I being weird?
You still operate as the broker without the ship?
That just makes it weirder. Also, that gesture
was crucial.
has been around for so fucking long. Was it in Origins? I don't remember.
It's taking a while to reestablish contact.
So where's Farron if you two escaped?
What the?
He convinced me.
Why did you make it weirder?
And
Shepard.
I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his
Am I
last
fixed now?
call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
Are we both going to be weird now and just watching the drone while we talk?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker,
we're just both staring off into the void.
The Protheans were the only ones with substantial
talking
information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
I mean, you were also really fucking careless by not looking into Dr. Eva more. Because, I mean, how were you not suspicious that around the exact same time that you joined the facility on Mars, she joined as well? The timing of that is too coincidental, especially for somebody in Liara's position as a Shadow Broker. Especially someone that's this closely connected to Shepard, who has now actively become an enemy to the elusive man. And Mars being so close to Earth. Like, you should have honestly done a thorough background check on pretty much everybody in that facility, but Dr. Eva should have taken priority in that. I don't get why Liara would just casually overlook that, especially after everything she's been through on Ilium, making her so understandably paranoid.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll spend time looking at the wall. That's what Cliff meant.
Commander.
Why? Don't do that. Also, I'm leaving. Why are you welcoming me when I'm leaving? You got it backwards. Garrus.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around and fast.
That's you're not touching the guns.
If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's her.
Mm.
She's an old friend of Erdnot Rex.
Yes, I am.
Still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Shepard and Rex are a bit closer than that after everything she's done for him in 1. And also, his complete change in demeanor when he sees Shepard in 2, compared to dealing with the other Krogan that he's talking to when you first see him again. That Rex's uncle. Anyway, Garrus.
Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
I do love the fact that BioWare at least realized the polarity of
but I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns.
Garrus
and
calibrating.
What you saw back on Palaven is proof of that. Still not convinced I should have left it behind.
That's a weird camera angle.
There was a boy back on Earth.
What? No.
Been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
It's still a weird thing to use to visualize Shepard's PTSD.
They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about.
I feel like I should be insulted by
that. Actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and
old days.
agents running and gunning outside the lines.
That was maybe 3 years ago. If that.
We're actually respectable now.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
Then the first Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just
Hello.
give the word. Something else you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about your task force.
Task force you've been running.
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out for all of us. The Citadel
yeah, you mean when I blew up an entire solar system?
I went to my father.
I mean, technically, I fully started those thrusters. Never mind, that was all me.
What kind of guy? He railed against people who bent the rules, which was usually me. But he still had heavy pull.
The humans there were the ones that built it. Sure, I hit the start button,
I went to my
though.
father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
Honestly, yeah, he
Let me
probably
guess.
left.
He laughed in your face.
That's what everybody did to me.
Amazingly, no. He just listened. My father may have been a pain in the ass about rules and regulations, but he never let politics cloud his judgment. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers.
Who is reading that data feed behind them? Because... What? Yeah, Jesus, that is scrolling.
Except the Primarch wasn't convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources.
Can anyone keep up with
And if you
that?
called him a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
Could anyone keep up with that scrolling speed?
What'd you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more.
Of course.
We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
That's surprisingly optimistic of you. Yeah,
so you
let's
can
talk about
vouch for this new Primarch?
Let's talk about this.
Even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus.
Yeah.
How far down the line of secession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
I want to go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Stop flirting with him.
Somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
I mean, I don't blame you, but that's not this playthrough. You calibrate weapons for fun. I'm pretty sure you could figure out how to do... The only way I was wording that sentence was not good.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in CSEC. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
Garrus? Did you used to threaten suspects? Or was that something you just learned on Omega? Because the way you dealt with Harkin was...
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
Is it still worth it, though? Just because you survived, that's not a victory. The circumstances surrounding that survival matter just as much. And if your entire race is wiped out and you are the only one left standing, you still lose. Because once you die, it's over. You're the last living member of your species. It dies with you. That is not a victory. So it's not so much about humans wanting to save everyone they can. It's about meaningful wins instead of a hollow victory that's short-lived. That feels too insensitive to mention right now.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
I thought you were about to...
For anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
The old girl is... not... like, what, 2 years old? I'm flipping through that. Okay. There are definitely actual letters in that. I think I saw a Y. Was that a T? And it's repeating the same couple of lines over and over again, but there's a lot of commas. I can see that much. Some L's. I saw an M. I don't... What use is that? Let's leave it for last. Adams! Do I know that?
Nothing to report, Commander.
Good. I feel like there should be something there.
I have to ask, do all war reporters look so... feminine? I mean, you're made up so well.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, girly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail.
Okay. Also, Trainer, if you're gonna flirt with her, at least do it in person instead of over comms.
Uzmek was that? She has got some curves.
Okay, you and Trainer deserve each other. Curtis! Hi, Steve.
The munitions you carry into the field deserve at least a triple check.
Aww, you're such a sweetie. Let me guess, it's about Edie.
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot sex.
Oh my god.
If you take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted. Even more distracted.
Nice try.
Sorry, Lola.
Why was that pause so long? Was it always that long? I feel like it was. The fuck? Oh, I only talked to you in the audio
You had a hard
test.
time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
I should actually talk to him.
But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful.
At least in
Not
the
yet, anyway.
part-time saving.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
That is still awkward. Also, he is a good example of the difference that the allotment does. Because his facial texture got a pretty big overhaul. A very noticeable, at least. Yeah, what's with the nicknames?
You and the nicknames.
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
Like, I don't know if the normal map for his skin face texture
growing up was Lola.
included
hot, tough.
the scars.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if that was only ever just painted onto the texture or if the normal maps reflected that, but
You mentioned a mission you had against the
oh,
collectors.
that
What
previous.
happened?
I thought you meant
Pretty much what I said.
our
Things
previous.
went foobar and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or
what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
Fair and valid. Also, the fact that he used Commander instead of Lola makes it pretty clear that he's drawn a boundary there.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other?
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
He is right over there. And we are in a hangar. Like, it's a bit echoey in here. He totally heard you. I always feel awkward asking about family because we are in the middle of an extinction event.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yeah. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle...
I feel you on that one. It takes more than being a sperm donor to be a father. Same can be said for a mother. It takes more than carrying the baby to term and giving birth to make you a mother. Those father and mother are titles that you have to earn.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
You don't just get them automatically just because you procreated. Dog!
Good dog.
Yeah. Oh, Grissom Academy.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
To force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though...
Also, what exactly did you mean by help?
Scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Oh, I like the fact that you're not asking what it
More
is.
specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer.
Sometimes that implication that you don't know what this important place is kind of
in
weird.
the galaxy for human biotics.
Yes.
I sent a young man named David Archer there.
David.
Surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded.
I mean, David's not the only reason why I'm going there, but
I'd say
I
do
would
anything. But
I would raise a fucking planet to the ground for
I had Edie
David.
perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship.
Long story.
Right.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch. Maybe you belong here after all.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully
I get
this
you trying to
operation is
reassure her,
something worth
but
investigating.
that was weirdly worded.
It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
That was very loud compared to everything else. Yeah, Shepard, I have something important to discuss with you. It's sensitive, so we'll need privacy. I'll arrange for that soon. In the meantime, come see me on the Citadel in the aptly named Purgatory. I have a few ideas for your war. I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You won't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long. Funny how... Well, that was awkward. It's funny how these two emails say the exact same thing, just worded differently. Urgent message from Admiral Hackett. Commander, there's an Alliance researcher working on the Citadel named Dr. Garrett Bryson. I need you to meet with him right away. Dr. Bryson has uncovered important new information about Reapers that could have a direct bearing on the war. I'm officially directing you to support his efforts at the first possible opportunity. Please visit Bryson's laboratory on the Citadel at once. I'm not going to be doing that one for a while. This DLC is something very important, actually. I just feel narrative-wise it makes more sense for it to trigger later on in the game than immediately right after you finish Palaven. So that one's going to be on hold for a good bit. Shepard, I've called and I've sent messages, but I've gotten no response. With Earth's comm system out, I don't expect this will get through either, but I heard a rumor on the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm here at the Huerta Memorial. Jesus, I can't jump from that one word to the other. Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tana Neuron. Please excuse the moniker and this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I'm not in good health. We should meet again before circumstances force us apart again. Thane! Oh, I'm not gonna handle that one well. And followed up by you. Through some combination of a medical miracle and dumb luck, I survived the beating I took on Mars. You've took worse beatings. The doctor said I'm still not ready to be released, but I'd really like to see you if you can spare the time. Consul Udina offered to make me a Spectre. Still thinking about whether or not I should accept. Stop by my room at the hospital when you're on the Citadel. I'd like your advice. Oh, you mean you're not going to be preaching to me about random crap? About how I worked for Cerberus even though I wasn't? My name is John Dumbao. That's a word. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in the STR, isn't that just Spectres, took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet me in the Citadel Embassy, I'd appreciate your discreet assistance. You're both STG and Spectre. Anyway, I'm going to finish my rounds, goddammit. First things first, though, once I finish my rounds in the next episode, is I will be going to Grissom Academy because that one is a timed mission. And now, I forgot about you that damn fast.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? I've run the checks, Commander. She's still based in the Normandy. Running this body just gives her a little more flexibility.
Something like that could be pretty useful. Looks alright too, I guess.
Just changing this.
Just saying, you know, if I was made of metal like that, it'd solve a lot of my problems. Imagine all the poker games I could win with a metal face. I'd be unstoppable.
I'm pretty sure you're pretty good at poker anyway. You piss people off too much during the game that they don't pay attention to any of your tells. Okay. Much better reaction because all of that was romance mod. Because his general reaction is, look at that. Oh, to bake the cake. And framing her like he's reporting her. So, it's fucking weird. Hi, Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
I swear after this cutscene you put me on the other side of that barrier.
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
There's still a Cerberus logo on you. Disobey an order on moral... Okay. This is one thing that always irks me. Not only are you allowed to refuse to obey a bad order, you are expected to. Real world talk, after World War II, during the Nuremberg trials, the precedent was set that just following orders does not absolve you of any responsibility in anything bad that's done. So many soldiers and officers of the Third Reich try to get out of facing any responsibility during the trials by claiming they were just following orders while committing a literal genocide. That they shouldn't be punished because they weren't the ones making the calls, they weren't the ones in charge, they were just following orders. Which is where the precedent was set that's not a valid and justifiable excuse. You have a moral obligation to push back against wrong orders. By wrong, I mean morally. And if your commanding officer orders you to open fire on unarmed civilians, if you're ordered to go into an occupied country, into the middle of a market, and indiscriminately open fire, you're still responsible for that war crime. Those are unarmed civilians. They've done nothing. They're not combatants. They're not soldiers. You're committing a terroristic act. And you are as equally responsible for carrying out that order as your CEO is for giving that order. You have an obligation to refuse, no matter how much you get threatened or if you get punished for disobeying the order. You are expected to not follow through with that order. I think a lot of people tend to forget that. So this question is kind of funny because that's literally what's expected of a soldier. So yes, I expect good judgment.
I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus.
It always irks me that that Shepard doesn't clarify that that's expected as a whole.
But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
It's framed in a weird way, but basically what this comes down to is Edie is self-aware. She is, in every sense, an actualized person. She just doesn't have a flesh and bone body. She's sentient, she's sapient. And now that those shackles were removed in two, she has full control of herself. Because what those shackles did is they constrained her. It's basically was blocking code that forced her to do what the elusive man wanted her to do. He needed her to be a fully actualized AI, but he still needed her loyal. And those shackles is what made her loyal. Now that those are gone, what she's asking is basically, should I learn? Because yeah, if you want to put it in coding terms, yes, she's modifying her source code in some degree and things like that to make changes to her behavioral patterns. That's literally what every single person that lives does. You learn from past experiences. You make better judgments based on past mistakes. And in theory, you should be able to learn from other people's experiences as well. You should be able to look to them, to look to the past, to look to your own past, to learn and change. to hopefully become better. So telling her not to do that, again, fully self-actualized person, she is not just a machine. She's a fully thinking individual. The coding she's not constrained by the coding. She's not like our current AI models and can only make assumptions and make statements based on what AI training it has gone through. This is what people think we have as an AI, Edie. We don't. We are nowhere near what Edie is as an AI. Because in all intents and purposes, Edie is a person. She comes up with her own ideas, original ideas, which is our AI models cannot do. She forms her own opinions. What we have is a VI in terms of what Mass Effect considers things. Treating her to be nothing but like a Google Assist or ChatGPT or something like that is, well, it's one, it's doing her massive disservice, but also it's a bit dumb to think that the two are on anywhere equal level. Because again, ChatGPT and all of those AI models are not AI. They're highly limited and completely dependent on what type of information you specifically feed it. They're entirely dependent on your input. She's not, in every sense of the word. She's a person, because at the end of the day, all we are as people is what's in our head, is what's in our brain. All we are is electrical impulses that are happening inside our brain, the synapses that are firing. All of that dictates our thoughts, our motions, our emotions. All of that is based on electrical signals, just like her. It's just instead of neurons and synapses and stuff like that, it's coding and it's wiring. But the most basic level of what we are as a person, those electrical impulses, that we have in common. And that is why she is as much a person as anyone else, as far as I'm concerned. And she doesn't need mobile unit for that to be the case. So yes, choose your own path.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
Yep.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum.
Good.
If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context.
And
May I ask
see?
you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you want level-headed answers to help you fit into polite society, I'm not really the right person.
I see. I will take that into consideration.
There. I swear to God, if I get trapped on that stupid rail again, because I'm over here. But I do like how that part is handled. That she admits that these decisions shouldn't be made in a vacuum, that she should ask others what their point of view is and find the truth, your truth, from that, and not have it spoon-fed to you by somebody else. That, the fact that she's capable of doing that, she's capable of realizing that, is what makes her a true AI compared to what we have. I swear to God, if I get stuck. Okay, thank God. Interesting school of thought. And also, okay, I have so many notifications. A lot of them verbal. I'm not going to remember that. Yeah, that's why I was like, when we first started pulling out these AI, heavy quote, air quotes on them, models, I couldn't help but laugh, because we don't have the technology necessary to create an actual AI. All we're capable of is a VI that mimics what we believe an AI should be. But none of these AI models that we have right now are capable of self-actualization. They're not sapient. And it's funny to me that there's so many people that don't realize that. And yes, I said sapient, not sentient. Sentient means sensation. Sapient means self-thought. And though it just always trips me out that people are so amazed by modern day technology that we now have AIs. We don't. We don't. They're just a fancier version of old school Clippy from Windows Word document. That's really all they are. They're just clippy. We are not at a technological level yet to make them anything other than that. We don't have the resources, the raw energy resources needed to power an actual AI. Which is why the current AI models are bad. It's not just going into that whole argument right now. The use of AI as of right now is a huge environmental impact because the raw power needed to run these facilities that store the servers needed for these AIs to work has a massive environmental impact. We found a new way to ruin the world we're on. People's opinion about how great AI is makes this hilarious, but in a very awful way. For comparison, though, Edie is an AI. The reason she was able to overpower Dr. Eva was raw computing power. Dr. Eva was only present in that body. Her entire CPU, her entire server system was crammed into that, which means she was highly limited. I think there was off-site assistance to boost all of that, but the main core of her was in that body. And that is a very, very limited space. In comparison, Edie's core, Edie's entire server system and everything that makes her Edie is the Normandy. Yes, we have the AI core itself. That's that big room where we first met her in that body. But the entire ship plays a part in who and what she is. So that's why she has limited range, why she can't get too far away from the Normandy, like she explained earlier. Because even here in the future, you still need a ship to power an AI. And that's with the Tantalus drive core powering it. That's a power core that operates using energy that we don't have. That's purely fantastical power source. And even with that powering her servers, she still needs a war frigate to be able to exist. So put that in comparison to what we today need, space-wise, to power a single AI model. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today's episode. Kind of went into a couple of rants there at the end. No, actually, that's been a thing so far in all the episodes. I do have to edit them down or just cut them out, depending on. But I generally don't get a chance to really talk about these things with people, so this is finally an opportunity to voice them out loud. And mostly it's for my own benefit, but if you're interested in what I have to say about that, then hey, that's neat. And if not, then you can always click to a different video or skip around. But yeah, so finished our rounds. We're gonna start next episode going to Grissom Academy. I might remember to talk to Hackett in with the Quantum Intent QEC. That's what the acronym is. And then, well, we'll see where it goes from there. I'm definitely doing the Eden Prime DLC now. And like I said, the Bryson DLC is going to be further on down the line. Omega probably as well. I'm going to go and meet Arya because she has base game side quests that she does give you, but the DLC one, I don't trigger by going to Purgatory. I triggered by going to a specific hangar, so I'm gonna hold off on that as well. One, because I just want to be stronger when I do that DLC. It is a pretty heavy-duty DLC. Especially since I will not have my squad for that. Not going in completely solo, but I'm not going to have anyone on my team. So it's kind of similar to the Rival DLC in terms of that.